Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show with VSA 360. I'm your host, Martin Wong. And it's already 1 month into the year 2024. We are still in the midst of the Chinese New Year rally, which we talk about many times, and of course many of you would have heard that, Martin, you're still repeating it, but it is a rally. But unfortunately, the rally is only sort of restricted to the large cap stock. But of course, the small cap and the small cap especially did not enjoy the kind of rally which we were talking about. As you saw early on the 15th of January, which is about 2 weeks ago, we have the big sell-off on the small cap stocks, and that has dampened many of the small cap player, including some of our VSA Turbo. But if you are a large cap player in here, you would have noticed that this market continued to move higher. And of course, the US market last night had a good reporting of the three magnificent seven. I believe you know them, right? Amazon, Apple, Microsoft did it a bit earlier, and also Meta. So that is going to continue the rally that we see in US. So you really have a choice: either diversify into the US market and follow us on Monday for our breakfast show in it. But a little bit of note, this coming Monday we'll be taking off. I won't be doing the breakfast show because I have another business meeting in here. We will come back on Wednesday night for our live FB, and then Friday is on the New Year Eve. Also, we'll be taking a break as our team here will be celebrating the pre-Chinese New Year celebration, which falls on the February 10th. So take note of the amendment that we have in our breakfast show in here. So let's take a look at what we have for you this morning. As you can see, this morning the KLCI has moved higher beyond the 1510 level and looking to take out the sign of weakness. The sign of weakness is the upthrust, which is actually a very powerful what we call a hidden bullishness which is coming into the market here. You may not know it, so that's why it's good to study the VSA in here. And we are still in the what we call the stage 2 markup here. You can see the stage 2. Let me just bring up the laser pointer here. The stage 2 markup here, and that is going to be very profound. In, of course, our Pentagon Guider, right? You can follow it through the SmartRobie apps as well as our VSA 360 in here. But in this session, we'll be showcasing you the advanced NS screener, which does give a lower risk to a better reward in here. Now, especially if you are inexperienced, that's where you can sign up in here, find out more information, becoming our Premium 360 members. As you can see, our supervised coaching and mentoring has prompted many of our members, and they have outperformed the average investor and trader. Now, if you are been averaging on your result, maybe this is something that is much suitable for you in here. Check us out. So our VSA 360 has all the elements, including intraday trading right now in here. So of course, you can also explore the VSA 360 virtual trading room. Check it out in there. So there will be some of the benefits of joining it in here, and also our SmartRobie breakfast show. But do take note, this coming Monday, there will not be any breakfast show, right? Now the VSA 360 now come with a powerful insider and buying, and we will look at it at the end of this show. What are those what we call the insider buying that we have. Now, one of the news that pops up which really attract me is the so-called the lagger in the tech stock. Now you have seen the red pentagon on the Bursa tech. You can see here, and primarily many of the Bursa tech are really bought over by the foreign funds flow in. Your foreign fund has been coming in slowly, not as much as it can. So this news did show you, as we hit the old high, we have 1 and 2, we have triple top here, couldn't break it, and then we have a sell-off that also selling you. Many of the local institutional player may not have the confidence and may decided to buy into the US rally market, which actually shown improvement in rally. But one of the big takeaway many of you may not know is that many of our tech stock are tied to China market. That's right, we are tied to China market. So remember the word, when China catches a cold when China sneezes, we're likely to catch a cold, and that's what actually happened. This also coincide. You can see here on the 15th of January, we have the big sell-off in the small cap stocks. Then market tried to rally and then sell off in here, coincided with the Chinese market in here. So as long as the correlation between the Chinese market falling and the tech stock falling, then we are likely to see the Bursa here. They make no mention on this news, but keep in mind that much of our stock market are really tied to the Chinese Shanghai market or the Hang Seng market. Now let's take a look on the VSA 360. If you have not seen it yet this morning, let's go on to our morning and go on to the dashboard. And you would have seen the KLCI staying above 1510, which is a very strong in here. This is a really good one. Take out this 1518. It's coming soon. You can see KLCI is green pentagon. US is still red. We have a big sell-off and then had a U-turn, but it is strong, and I'll be reporting this to our members of the VSA 360 in a special weekly podcast that I'll be doing after this show. So you'll probably have some sort of update in here. There's a lot of benefit being the members of the VSA 360 in here. And you can see the alert. I haven't got any alert, but let's go on to the alert center. Wow, a lot of things has turned red pentagon. Even Inari has turned red pentagon. Front can only RL. Some derby, so that tells you some of these are written pentagon about 31st of January property. So that's showing you a bit of bearishness, I suppose. Petra has turned green pentagon. That's the one we were in earlier on. So that's the stakes that we're having. Let's go back to here again, and you can see from here these generally are pretty positive. You can see we have a 186 million net inflow. That's also showing why this rally that we see in breaking above the 1510 and 1518 can go higher and likely to take out the uptrust, which we'll share with you in here. Utility continue to be strong. Property has turned back stronger, so you can see only a couple of sector. Energy has just turned a bit weaker in here. And in terms of our sector, let's take a look at the sector. You can see technology is where we were. I've showed you earlier on. This was the chart. And construction has also turned red pentagon, but it's holding up. It didn't sell off that we see. But one surprising move is the healthcare. So the rubber glove stock, it's a good recovery since November here, the green pentagon, looking to go up higher. So this is one of the charts that you should look at if you have the VSA 360, which do tell you one of the real benefits of this in here. Property turning green, industrial property is turning red pentagon, still moving down sideways in here, a little bit tied to the technology stocks. Most of these are kind of isolated from the Chinese market in here. When you talk about property construction, so that is spilling a bit of good bullishness in the market right now. And of course we've seen that one. So that's pretty much done off for the alert center, the strong sector, and the weak sector. So it's always good if you are a VSA 360, and if you're not a member of then you can check out the SmartRobie hot sectors, which provide a more simple kind of approach, very similar to VSA 360. But if you just want that upgrade, this is definitely looking much better. Now let's look at the stage 2 shares markup. This is where we are. You can see it turn green pentagon, and KLCI is up in a way. We are still looking for that stage 2 continuation of the uptrend in here, right? And usually what we do think, if you want to do pentagon, the next day of the pentagon is your opening price. That's the rule. That's where you want to be entering into the market. Use the market stages, and if you have the VSA 360, use the peak value to look for a target, what we call target profit too. So those are the things that we are looking at. And if you see from here, very clearly the market just now we saw, right, has sort of retest back the 1518, and it broke out 1, 2, and 3. Third time breakout very convincingly and it's always been the all-time high for the last 6-7 years, as I said before, in here, and we still have many days of green pentagon ahead. With the Chinese New Year rally, and being the rally focusing a lot on the large cap stock, it is quite sustainable, because usually when you just look at the small cap stocks, a lot of smart money will tend to take profit as the market go higher. But if you do see a rally on the large cap stocks or the FBM KLCI, then that is likelihood the institutional coming to support, and we do have that foreign fund which I'll share with you, which actually tells you a story in here. So you can see from the market stages using the VSA 360 in here, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4. So have to be careful. So usually we get another 1 or 2 more bars here, likely to see the market. So that is being proactive with the market stages, that we know that this market is likely to turn back down in here, right? Just 2 more days, and next week will be coming to the Chinese New Year, and we have the Chinese New Year falling on Saturday and Sunday. So Monday will be a public holiday, and then Tuesday will be back. We will see the market continue to push up beyond the 1510, which thus becomes the support that we have right now. So you can see 1510 will be this new support. That's where the market needs to hold its level, but uptrend pretty simple, you can see from the chart. So right now we are about above 4% year to date return, and that's very, very significant. Now, of course, in our VSA 360, we want to showcase the no supply for the 30th of January, but let's look at last week where we were. Now, of course, with that, I'm just going to bring up the VSA 360 using the here we go, right? And you can see ROHAS. So you can see one of the real benefits with the trading view that you have in here. So this one, you can see NS. So from here onwards, it did go up higher. It went up as high from the NS, a high as 26% in here, but it didn't turn green pentagon. So some of you may be advanced user, know how to read it, may have taken this trade, but for the beginners who's trying to go into this NS trade, possibility you did not proceed. So you need to enter on the opening. So if you're opening in here, you still get about 22% using the NS node with a 10,000 ringgit. That's almost a $2,000 profit in here. So let's look at Suncon. Okay, and Suncon were on the 19th. So you can see from here, from the opening, we take it here to here, which is a 4.5%. 4.5% in here. Of course, Suncon being a large cap stock, trading at $2.22. You can see from here. Let me just push this aside. And then you got GDB. The smaller those stocks are, then the likelihood, the market percentage of gain will be more. GDB. Okay, GDB. And you can see from NS, this one is already green pentagon. You can see all the while. So if you take from the opening, which is our market in here, to as high here, wow, that's another almost 20% up bar just in 6 days. But right now it is up to 12% return in here, but need to get in on the opening. Need to get in on the opening in here. So that's again, make sure members use the 0.5 and -5 when you do this weekly stock pick. Take this as a NS training that we do, because this is some of the public events that we're doing our training, so you're able to pick the stocks and able to go higher. Now let's take a look at this will be the last episode that we did on 26th of January. So for today, we will be looking on the 30th of January. Now George Ken, okay, started to move up. Let's look at George Ken. GKENG. So NS here, the market pops out here. So it did stop moving. We'll come back in 2 weeks time and see where it will be going. Okay. G Ocean is 16 cents, so we don't want to buy anything too low. 16 cents. Simiden. Simiden looks pretty good. Okay, and you have NS just turned green pentagon, a nice one here, right? So because you buy an opening, then your market will likely to be down 5%. I think it's okay because the trend's still pushing it up. We still have another 10 days maybe, or 2 weeks when we come back or after Chinese New Year to take a look at some of these stocks and how well they have fared. Okay, so that's the NS for this week. All right, so that will give you some sort of idea where we are looking at. So insider buying, one of the great features that we have. And of course, last episode we were looking at MFCB at 38, and you can see from here it's going up. So that's a lot of what we call insider buying in here. On the other thing, big, which is around 68 cents, just couple of buying in here. Volumes are very low, so usually volumes means still accumulation coming on, and you can see from here, which I do have, right, still around the 68 cents. Okay, let me just show you the week before first. So you can see the week before was around here, just still holding up, and as such that after sama juga, still in here, volumes are still low, so you need a bit of volume to push up. Even the insider buy hasn't done green pentagon yet. Now for this week insider buying, we are looking at XL. You can see lots of sporadic buying in here at 75 cents. Okay, so next week we'll come and take a look at it. And then we also have KGB. Okay, just one lonely insider buying, so the more the better, like what we've seen for MFCB. Now if you have any stocks that you want me to look at, feel free to pencil those in there, right? This is demonstrating the power of VSA 360 in here. All right, and a little bit more about our membership for those of you who are interested. And the membership focus a lot on performance of our members. No point you learn all the tools, but we need you to perform. So you can see from here, you can see on 10th of January, Mayfan 7K, 5K, and 5K. Just 10th of January only. And then we fast forward to 24, shot up to 14K. Of course, these are all virtual trade, but it's important that we do it under the environment of a supervised coaching and mentoring, so we can see how well they perform. And then lo and behold, up to today, it's already 15K. So they're slowly moving up in the equity curve. Now, if you have issues or could not perform as well as some of our members in here, check out our VSA 360 membership. As we can see, this is the equity curve, right? Started off from 50,000, how they're able to go up to 70,000. You can see monthly return almost of 20% if they catch some of the good stocks. Okay, with a 30% gain, that's very significant. Another user here, user ID 57, you can see equity curve very nicely done, up 10% just for the month of January in here. And since inception September, it is up 20% in here. Do you want to find out more how our members outperform the average trader investor in here? Check out the unit. Okay, we'll look at Top Glove. All right, Gu, morning Gu, thank you for coming. So our Series 1, wonderful results in here. We continue to like to see more members, and this is part and parcel of our delivery of our VSA 360 to be a complete total trader, like what they did in the 80s, and now we are doing it today. Now we are pretty proud of the program that we have and the technology to support our member here. So this last Monday sharing, we have a couple of trades that went pretty well, but we also have Petra, which is down, SY group is down, but Petra coming back in here. So we have pretty much just minus 174 ringgit in here. So explore the VSA 360 where we'll do the assessment in here. Let us know, type in the contact, WhatsApp us, and we're able to help you in here. Great review, and we also like to hear your feedback. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the stocks. We have Top Glove, and we have Terry also. Top Glove hasn't turned. Top Glove actually is pullback. This is what we call a pullback in an uptrend. So very nicely done. You can see from here. Cool. Since you're one of our members, right? Use the advanced setup. You can see a turning green pentagon here. Turning green bar here. Okay, not green pentagon. Eventually will turn green pentagon. Because also notice just now, the sector is also green pentagon. So that's very good, right? This is good, but you still got a couple of sign of weakness here, here, and here. It needs to take up, but eventually coming up, trend lines showing up. All right, so that's really well to see where your stocks are. So we have Aeon not going anywhere. You can see trend line still sort of push towards the sideway there, not so good. So that's one of the difference. And also notice a sign of weakness, sign of weakness, sign of weakness, sign of weakness here, UT. So a lot of resistance that need to break up in here, and also break pentagon. All right, so that's why we feel that having a tool like the VSA 360, like Terry in here, would definitely benefit you. All right, so that's all we have for this morning. Thank you for coming, and do take note, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Monday will be an off day for me, and only on Wednesday live Facebook will be on, as well next Friday will be pre-Chinese New Year celebration, so I'll be away. And don't forget to join our Telegram chat room in here. Thank you for your support, and thank you for coming this morning in here, and good on you, Terry. All right, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.